Good morning, everybody. This is Dr. Kimberly Benson Durst, and I'm excited to see you today. We are going to have a good time today. We are going to talk about self care. This is our self care series, but I had to bring some luggage with me. It's super, super, super heavy. I'm old, so when we were, those coming up my age will remember when we had to carry the full weight of all of our luggage. It was super heavy. We didn't have wheels. It was always really, really heavy. We'd have to carry it through the airport, and your 100 pounds of crap we didn't need. We'd carry it through the airport. Now you got all these fancy suitcases that are one finger swivels, and now they've got the kind that you can just put on your back and wheel on, and now they even got the kind you can sit on and ride through the airport, right? But I want to talk to you today about the weight of the stuff that we carry. Let's unpack what's in this suitcase, because maybe it'll help. I don't know. I don't know if you remember those days of having to unpack your suitcase. A lot of stuff. A lot of stuff. So today we're going to talk about things we need to be letting go of. Whew, that was heavy. I don't know. Is yours heavy? All right, so let's get started. Some things we need to start letting go of. People who don't bless your life and who don't add value to it anymore. Let it go. Self-righteousness and the thought that you are better than everybody else. Let it go. Hurtful words, profanity, spite, just straight up harsh criticism and harsh abrasiveness towards others. Laziness. We need to let that go big time. The sense of complacency. What your younger self wanted. You know, I had a lot of goals when I was young, but I realize I'm not in that place anymore, so I can let go. And it doesn't mean I'm giving up. It just means I'm shifting to where I am now. Decisions you made before you knew better. My mother used to tell me, I thought she was so silly, when you know better, you do better. Well, now that I'm over 50 years old, I know a lot of things I didn't know back then, so it's okay for me to adapt to what I know now. Another thing we need to let go of is ideas that someone owes you something. Let me tell you, I understand if someone borrows $100 from you, they owe you that, but just let go. Don't loan people money that you don't expect to get back. The reality is, in this life, no one owes you anything. They really don't. It's time for you to dust yourself off and try to go get what you need to get. And there's a lot of different programs and initiatives and people out there who can help you pretty much get whatever it is you need. However, you're going to have to put in that sweat equity to get it, right? We also need to let go of negative narratives, self-destructive and draining people. You heard me. People who are just draining to us. Let it go, right? The concept that money fixes everything, that's going to make you happy. Now, look, I am not a fool. I know that money helps to set some mind at ease because we have bills to pay. I get it, right? We want money to be able to go on vacation or even to eat. Get it. Got it, right? However, money doesn't fix the problems. Money does help to resolve situations, but if we're putting all of our stake that money is the only thing that's going to keep us happy, let it go. Abusive behavior from anyone, including you. Self-abuse is just as wrong as anyone else abusing you. Negative self-body image issues. Very rare do you find people who are like, I am perfect from head to toe, my image of self, and I don't mean these egotistical individuals. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about people who are truly and genuinely 100% happy with every part of their body. There's always something somebody doesn't like, but that perfect body image, let it go. Anger and bitterness, let go. The idea of revenge or getting back at somebody for the hurt that they made you feel. In the recent weeks, I encountered an individual who was doing everything he could to make another person's life absolutely miserable, and actually out of his mouth he said, I'm doing it on purpose. I want them to feel what I felt. Well, how did that feel when you went through it? Did you like it? Why are we wanting someone else to do it? Instead of helping a person change the behavior so that the hurt doesn't continue, or trying to heal yourself and distance yourself from people like that, because you can't change other people, so why are you spending the effort to try to hurt them and hoping that they're going to feel the same way you did? Hurting people hurt people. Another thing we need to let go of, self-punishment. You know what? Getting yourself out of purgatory should be something you want to do, not keeping yourself in it because you think you owe it to yourself. Let go, right? The idea that you are to blame for anyone else's actions, behaviors, and I'll take it one step further, anyone else's addictions. It is not because of you. I don't care if you did A, B, and C. I come from a horribly toxic family. And just because my folks or my family members did thus and so doesn't mean that I need to go out and be self-destructive. And they're not to blame for anything I do. My actions are mine and mine alone. Everything I do, right, wrong, or indifferent, are because of me. Now, I can be influenced, but still my behaviors are about me. What about clothes that don't fit anymore? Y'all, we have a closet full of stuff that we swear we're going to get back into. Well, there is a layer of desire to want to do better. And if you really aren't in the place where that self-discipline is happening right now, then it's okay for you to be in a place of self-acceptance that you are where you are right now. It's okay not to sit here and have an entire closet full of stuff that you can't enjoy anymore, because what it does is when you go into that closet, it makes you feel bad about yourself. No more of that. Another thing we need to let go of is waiting until we're healed to get right with others. I'll take it a step further, or even go get right with God. I hear a lot of people say, well, once I get my life together, I'll go back to church, or I'll go make up with a person. When is life ever going to be perfect enough for that? Some other things we need to let go of. Faking the funk, waiting for the absolute right time, regret, chasing other people's approvals, your phone. Oh, man alive, I am just as guilty as anybody else. We are so heavily addicted to our devices that they have indeed become addictions in and of themselves. We need to let it go. We also need to let go of the woulda, couldas, and shouldas in our lives. You know, what that really reminds me of is us driving, and the only thing we're looking at is the rear view mirror or the side view mirrors. We're not taking account to where we are or what's ahead of us. That's going to cause us to crash. What happened back there, you can't change. The need for more stuff. Stuff is not going to make you happy. There used to be this thing when I was a young girl. He who dies with the most toys wins. It makes a fun life, but that's not the key to happiness. Some other things we need to let go of. Fear of failure. The idea of perfection. Not asking for help. Manipulation. Self-sabotage. Blaming others. Scorekeeping. Ooh, we don't like at all when someone does something against us, and we will sit there and nitpick and show every little detail. But you don't like when someone else does it? Stop keeping score. What about the victim mentality? Look, I have been criminally victimized on multiple occasions, but if I sit there and act like a victim, I will never come out of that. That is a horribly negative place and space to be in. We need to let go of not taking things accountable, not being accountable to ourselves, to others, things we do, not being personally accountable, responsible, or owning up to our stuff. We definitely need to let go of codependent behavior, the disrespect of self and others, judgment, hypocrisy, procrastination, the need to control everything. We don't need to control everything, you guys. The assumption that you're always right, gossiping, avoiding difficult conversations, neglecting your physical, mental, and spiritual health, guilt and shame, taking people and moments for granted, letting someone else define you, letting your past or your mistakes define you, the I can't attitudes, self-critical thoughts, taking things too personally, getting offended, ruminating. Oh gosh, we need to stop that, right? Cramming too much into your schedule. Do you know that it's okay to have downtime? Yesterday, we went and sat in the lazy river and did nothing else. It felt So good just to sit there and let the water push us around and around and around. Sometimes you just need to let go, right? Some other things we need to let go of is addictions and overindulgent behavior. Now, some people hear the word addiction and they think I'm not a drug addict and I'm not an alcoholic, but there are other addictions. Food, I was clearly addicted to food. Sugar, shopping, people pleasing. We need to let that go. We need to let go of grudges and excuses and fear, and I could go on and on and on and on and on. The reality is, people, our luggage is so heavy because we carry this stuff around. Well, let me just tell you, I finally emptied my suitcase, y'all. It's empty. It's so much lighter. You know what that means? It doesn't require as much strength and effort to get through every day if I will learn to let go. I'm letting go. It's part of my self-care plan. What about you? Can you let go? Can you? If you need help learning how to let go, I'm Dr. Kimberly Benson Durst. My organization's called It's Up to You. I'd love to be able to walk with you and coach you through that. We together can learn to let go to have a happier life, one that makes us genuinely happy, not the perfectional idea of someone else, the unrealistic expectations of everyone else. It's time for us to unpack our suitcases so that we can now focus on the things that matter. I hope you have a great week and a very good day today. If you need anything, reach out. I'll talk to you guys again very